Let me go back over to YouTube, and we'll be good. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I do really apologize about that happening. It's the way it goes. I'm just really happy, honestly, that we were able to get back on and keep doing this, okay? All right, so we'll go back and we'll watch the video. Sup, y'all? It's me, it's your boy, Asmongold. And today we're having more technical difficulties. All right. Here we go.
Hello, my friends. It is Nixxiom here, and welcome back to another exciting Elder Scrolls Online video.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not going to talk like that the whole time. You
Disappointing.
guys like my hat?
Truly.
Pretty sexy. I think so.
Yeah.
You know, ever since I started making Elder Scrolls Online videos, a lot of people have decided to check out the game, which has been awesome.
Hey.
And I've gotten comments like, hey, Nixxiom, I'm really enjoying SO. I'm having a lot of fun. But I've also gotten a lot of comments from people saying, Nixxiom, I'm a bit overwhelmed stepping into this game because there seems to be a lot of things that you can do, and there's a lot of things that I do not understand as a new player, so can you help? Now, I've been helping people for weeks now over on my Twitch channel.
He's a nice
guy. I think it's about that time that I release a video like this. So we're going to
advertising Twitch channel indirectly.
Tips or pieces of advice for you if you decide to try out SO. Just some things that you should know. But enough about that. Let's jump into it. Number one, my first tip to you is this. When you make a new character in Elder Scrolls Online, you are going to be dropped into a starting zone. Maybe you'll be dropped in Somerset, maybe you'll be dropped in the Northlands, Morrowind, whatever. The point is this. If you are dropped, for example, in Morrowind, and you're like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of dark elves and big mushrooms and stuff like that. I don't really want to do these quests.
Fuck that.
You don't have to. If you go to a way shrine in Elder Scrolls Online, you can teleport to any zone that you want
I wish I would have known that.
And quest there.
I had no idea.
So you don't have to worry about teleporting to a high-level zone. So if you're like me, for example, and you're a big fan of the Skyrim zones like Eastmarch and the Rift, just teleport at a way shrine up there and do those quest lines instead. That's what I did.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I had fun. Number two. Elder Scrolls Online doesn't really work like other MMOs when it comes to leveling up and questing as a new player. You see, in other MMOs where you simply go from quest to quest to quest, mission to mission, in SO, there's a lot of exploration involved in this game, as you often need to go out and look around and find quests
more than other
because you're not really told where to go or what to do. Now, on these adventures into the unknown, you're going to find a ton of things that you can do in the game that just adds to the experience. You're going to be doing delves. You're going to be finding crafting recipes and doing crafting. You're going to be finding sky shards, discovering lore books. You might become a criminal. You'll find treasure maps that lead to treasure chests. You'll be doing stuff for your player house. And
I need to get a house.
Of a lot more. There's a ton of stuff to do. It's not just go from quest to quest to quest. That's boring, and luckily there's a lot more content in SO than just that.
Well, that's
Number three, you might be wondering, what the heck is a sky shard? What are you talking about, Nixxiom?
Oh, yeah!
Well, sky shards are a form of currency in Elder Scrolls Online. As you travel around the world doing whatever, you'll find sky shards, and if you collect 3 of them, you get a skill point that you can spend on a new ability or passive or whatever you want. So while you're questing in the world, keep your eyes open, as these things are hidden all around the world in delves everywhere. Number 4, crafting materials are all over the world as well. They're just not highlighted at first, so you really got to keep your eyes open for these things.
Wait, what the fuck? I never even knew that. Yo, how many of those rocks have I just walked over and I wasn't even paying attention? I feel so fucking stupid, man.
However, as you mine more nodes or pick more...
Okay, shut the fuck up about the all-cast video. I've heard like 50 fucking people message that in chat. I've seen it. Just shut the fuck up.
Flowers or do more jewelry crafting, whatever, you can actually choose to invest skill points into being more of a crafting type character.
That actually is really cool.
You can get skills like resource nodes glow, so they're easier to spot in the world. And you can even have a worker that works for you, and they bring you crafting materials every single day. They send it to you via the mail. So there's a lot to explore in the crafting, and I highly recommend you do some crafting in SO because it's a lot of fun. Number 5, I know you guys are probably wowified and you think that crafting is probably going to be a complete waste of time while leveling up.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's not. As you level up, create for yourself pieces of armor to wear, enchant them with glyphs, and discover recipes for potions by experimenting with different plants and reagents that you find. Crafting is just a massive experience in Elder Scrolls Online, and there are players...
See, like, I agree with that to an extent, but, like, the truth is that whenever you're crafting in these games, you just basically... Like, I don't think the game's hard enough to where you need to do crafting. The reason why people did crafting in Vanilla WoW and BC is because that was the only fucking way they could get gear. And if they didn't get that, it would take them a lot slower to level. Like, ESO leveling, I've leveled. It's fucking easy. Like, and if it gets a lot harder, then yeah, I might need to have to craft gear. But so far, it's been a joke. So I don't know, like, if it's worth the time investment to craft gear, if it's not really going to impact your character, and also if the gear scales, and then you can just level up and get better gear to begin with. So I don't know how crafting, how useful crafting is really going to be while leveling.
That are just 100% dedicated to crafting. I love crafting in MMOs, and I think you'll have a lot of fun if you decide to go down the route of a crafter. Okay. Number 6. This is a big one. As you quest throughout the world, you're probably going to find different weapons like restoration staffs, two-handed swords, whatever.
That's me.
And you're going to quickly discover that if you equip these weapons and use them, you're going to discover that you will unlock new skill lines that relate to whatever weapon it is that you're using.
Oh, wow.
If you use a two-handed sword, for example, you will unlock the two-handed sword skill tree. Now, this also applies to armor as well, because if you're wearing light armor, you unlock the light armor skill tree, the medium armor skill tree, the heavy armor skill tree, and so on and so forth. And there's a bunch of other skill trees you're going to find throughout the world as well.
So
everything from faction skill trees to a werewolf skill tree, a vampire skill tree if a player makes you a werewolf or a vampire.
Wait, what?
There's a huge amount of potential customization to make that character exactly how you want him to be. And maybe you're starting to understand that a little bit better now.
A little bit.
Number 7. You can interact with a lot of the world in Elder Scrolls Online. You can search through barrels. You can pick up objects like drinks, weapons, armor, and whatever you find laying on the ground. And you can find practically anything in the open world. Go up to a merchant, seriously, go up to a merchant in like a city, and you can just steal the weapons and the armor like off his shelves. Just don't get caught. And speaking of getting caught, number 8. You will find that an Elder Scrolls...
Wait, is it possible for you to steal everything from a vendor and then pay the fine, but the fine is less money than the value of the items that you stole? No? Shit, dude. I thought I just figured something out there. Man, if that was the case, I would love this game. They take the items back. Aw, come on.
Online, you can be a criminal. You can steal stuff from people. You can murder people in this game. NPCs.
I like it.
You can be wanted by the law. And you can even get a bounty on your head if you're caught committing crimes in cities. This is going to make it so the guards are going to kill you on sight. And it's going to bar you from entering into towns and villages. However, luckily, there are underground organizations beneath many of Esso's cities that will not only buy your stolen goods, but they will help clear your bounties as well. And you can even put skill points into a special skill tree to make you a better thief, a better murderer, and just a better criminal overall.
That's crazy.
Number 9.
I like that.
You might think that you're only limited to these 6 abilities at the bottom of your screen, but that's not true. Because at level 15, you can do a thing called weapon swapping, where you can equip a secondary weapon with a secondary set of skills. So in total, you have 12 abilities that you're going to be cycling from. And once you start learning things like attack weaving and whatnot, the combat can get a little bit complicated. Let's just put it that way. So if you want to be a glorious Nord that uses a shield and a sword, while also having a bow on your back that you can pull out to shoot people at range when they're trying to run away from you.
That's like Aragorn.
Filthy elves. Disgusting.
It's just like Aragorn.
Well, you can do that. And finally, number 10. This is the big one. Like, Jesus, this is the big one. You do not need to buy all of Esso's DLC. There is so much freaking DLC in this game, it's going to blow your mind. All you got to do is this. If you want to try out the game, buy the base game. Costs like nothing. There's like 1,000 hours of content in the base game by itself. But if you play it and you're like, man, this game's pretty fun, then consider becoming a subscriber. Because if you become a subscriber, you get all the DLC for free, except for whatever the latest expansion is. Right now it's Somerset. Elsewhere is about to come out.
Wow.
So if you became a sub right now, you'd get everything.
Wow.
Except for Somerset. You get the Dark Brotherhood. You get the Thieves Guild. You
That's
get
actually really
you
good.
Get that. So do not spend like hundreds of dollars like buying all this DLC. Just become a sub if you like the game, okay? That's probably the biggest tip. And that's it, friends. 10 exciting, cool, interesting, unique, amazing tips for new players
that's actually
stepping
good.
into the game. Now, I know what you're going to say.
Like every other
MMO?
MMO?
Nixxiom,
Yeah, except WoW.
And you left out that. And you left out this thing, too.
Oh, I killed one of those guys. I killed him faster than Nixxiom
Calm down.
did.
Relax.
Just
we will make another video down the road if you guys enjoy this. Maybe like a sort of, you know, once you start getting in like the level 10 plus territory and what you can do, how to do dungeons, like what can you expect, how to get your first set, and all that stuff. Maybe we can make a sequel to this video
treasure
if you
chest.
guys think that's a good idea. But this is just 10 little tips for those of you that might try out the game or might be interested in trying out the game. Because the last thing you want, guys, is to be a lonely dude with a receding hairline playing Elder Scrolls Online, not knowing what to do, not knowing what the game offers, and then hating it because you just didn't understand. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, however. If you want to support the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you hit the subscribe button and the bell. If you want to support the channel more than that, you just become the patron or the YouTube community member. I will see you with my next video. Stay frosty, stay cool, and remember, never trust an elf.
I can agree on that. Fuck elves. Especially the void ones. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. All right, that was a good video. I like that a lot. Actually... Okay, dude. Okay, all right. This is just, hey, man. Wow. Every comment is literally about me. I love it. This is like a narcissist paradise. Every comment, even about other people's videos, is somehow about me. New hairline? No, I am very jealous of Nixxiom's hairline. I definitely am. It's quite frustrating. Like Nixxiom, he probably has like one of the best hairlines of like any WoW player of all time. Like and like I am jealous. I definitely am. Okay. Sulfurous comment? Wait, what is this here? Sulfurous? Just a second. I see Nixxiom made this video for Asmongold. Too bad he can't make him a new hairline also. Asmon's hairline is not receding. It's a tactical retreat because he keeps hitting his forehead whenever he gets mad. Spied the jab at Asmongold. You made this video specifically for Asmongold. Can't wait for Asmongold's reaction video. Okay. Another tip, Asmongold. Use abilities a split second after auto attacks and weave in held down attacks for more damage. Is there a swing timer for... Because this is what you used to have to do in Burning Crusade with Slam, is you'd have to weave it in with your auto attacks. There's a swing timer? Okay. Well, that would actually be pretty easy to do then.